What's up everyone, my name is Brandon.
And I'm Jen.
And welcome to a brand new travel episode. Today, we are in Normandy, France. That's right, whole new continent, we're in Europe. Now I've been here many times, and in fact, I've lived here at one point in my life. And during this video, we're gonna be checking out some of the best places to visit here in Normandy, France, including the beautiful Mont-Saint-Michel, which is just right behind us. We're also gonna go to Rouen, the small town of Rouen, which is actually known for where Joan of Arc was actually burnt, and Honfleur, a small port-side city known for its beautiful flowers, its amazing wood church, and just the most delicious food. So, everyone, sit back, relax, and get ready for an epic trip because we're gonna be exploring Normandy, France. So we are starting off super strong our Normandy trip by visiting one of the most important travel destinations in the entire country of France, and that is the beautiful Mont-Saint-Michel. Now, if you've never heard of Mont-Saint-Michel, I don't know where you've been in your life, but you have to come here. In fact, this is a World Heritage UNESCO Site. Now, this has been visited by millions of visitors every single year, but fun fact, this location here, there's only about 25 people that actually live on it. Now, this dates back to over 1,000 years. In fact, this beautiful mountain here was habited about in the 11th century when monks started occupying it, and then during the Napoleonic era it became a prison, and now it's definitely a tourist site. Now, obviously, as you can see, it's pretty impressive, and as we get closer, you're gonna notice that it is indeed an island surrounded by water, and it has one of the highest tides in Europe, over 50 feet, which means when it's low tide, people will actually walk on the sand. Now, it's not super safe, but you can definitely do it. In fact, it's even quicksand. So you take off your shoes, you walk around. So we're gonna head up there now, and we're gonna walk to it. You can take the bus, it's free. We're gonna walk to it, make our way all the way up to the Abbey, walk along the old cobble streets, and just have the most epic time in this historical national site. So you did the entire 250 steps, you're currently at 300 meters of elevation, and you're currently in the Abbey, definitely the most visited area. In fact, there's over 2.5 million people who visit the Abbey every single year. Now, it does cost 16 euros to come here, and I definitely recommend you book your tickets in advance, but what makes this place so unique is definitely its architecture and its engineering. To think about it, they built a church at 80 meters long on the peak of the mountain. They had to build crypts and structure it so it could hold itself. And in fact, at one time, parts of the church actually collapsed, but they had to rebuild it in a more Gothic style, which is what's cool because here you have a mix of Roman and Gothic architecture. That's a really cool place to visit, but definitely book your tickets in advance. If not, you're stuck waiting outside in long lines. So after visiting the Abbey, in my opinion, the best thing to do here at Mont-Saint-Michel is definitely to walk along the ramparts. Being a walled city and having over 7 towers to explore, this is a free activity which you can do and allows you to escape the crowds. Now, you have to know this is a World Heritage Site, which means it is very popular, very visited. We are in November right now and it's still crowded, which means if you come on the ramparts, you can escape the crowds, get some amazing views, and in my opinion, it's just like the Eiffel Tower. The views of the Eiffel Tower are better from the ground than on top, and the rampart allows you to get some amazing views of the beautiful Abbey, cathedral, and just around the area. Now, there are costs associated to come to Mont-Saint-Michel. You can do it free, which means you're not doing the Abbey and you're probably gonna have to park somewhere else, but parking is 12 euros and the Abbey is 16 euros. And while the Abbey is an amazing time, we recommend you book your tickets well in advance. With that, it's time for us to keep walking, and we're gonna head to our hotel because tomorrow we're going to Rouen in France. Well, we'll talk about Joan of Arc and check out some amazing cathedrals. On the second day of our trip, we made it to our amazing friends Brian and Pauline, who hosted us for the next couple of days in Normandy. And there we headed to the capital of Normandy, Rouen. Now Jen was a little struggling with the jet lag, but we ended up making it to this place that has so much to offer, including a 15th century astrological clock. And this road leads us to the number one thing you have to do in Rouen, and that is the beautiful Cathédrale Notre-Dame de Rouen. Now, this is the third largest cathedral in the entire world and number one in France. And when you walk in, wow. I mean, seriously, I've seen some cathedrals, and this was one of the most impressive I've ever seen. And Claude Monet has actually painted this cathedral 30 times just to capture different lights that hits the building. As you walk along the streets in Rouen, you will notice one thing, and that is the amount of churches. In fact, Rouen's nickname is the city of 100 spires, and that is because of its famous Gothic architecture, the amount of churches, and especially its incredible medieval half-timbered houses, which really bring you back into a different time period. Now, all these churches are unique and different, and honestly, some of the best we've seen in Europe. Now, Rouen is known for something else that is a little tragic, and that is Joan of Arc, because in fact, this is a city where Joan of Arc was killed. Well, Jen, I'm pretty sure this is the best way to end a travel day with some fantastic views on Rouen. Did you enjoy your day?
I loved it.
What was your favorite part of Rouen?
Oh, just walking around, the medieval architecture. It doesn't even feel real. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Especially the wood timber houses. It's absolutely incredible. And there's over 2,000 of them here in Nantes, which means there's everywhere. We ended our time in Normandy by visiting one of my favorite cities to visit, and that is Honfleur. This portside city is a beautiful place to enjoy a delicious meal by the water, do some people watching, walk on the cobblestone streets, check out its amazing naval history, and of course, visit the beautiful St. Catherine's Church, the oldest wood church in France, built in the 15th century in the shape of a ship. It's just a great day trip while you're in Normandy, a must-do visit in the summertime. Well, everyone, unfortunately, that ends our travel episode here in Normandy. That's right. We've already done 3 amazing towns, Honfleur, Rouen, and Mont-Saint-Michel. And I will say, these are 3 amazing destinations you can easily do from a day trip from Paris or in its own trip by itself. I also want a quick thanks to our amazing friends, Pauline and Brian. I always say I love staying at locals when I'm traveling to a country. It really gives you a great vibe. And Jen, what was one of your favorite stops here in Normandy?
Oh, why do you always make it so difficult?
That's what I do.
I would say Rouen.
I agree. Rouen is one of those places where you can go travel for really cheap, get some amazing history. I mean, from the breathtaking cathedrals to its amazing history to just beautiful streets. I really, really enjoyed Rouen, and I look forward to going back one more time. I will say it's probably one of my most underrated towns and cities in the entire country of France. With that, everyone, we'll see you soon in a new travel episode, because in fact, we're here for 2.5 weeks, and tomorrow we're visiting one of the most best rated theme parks in the entire world. See you tomorrow.
Je ne fais raconter, te donner la clé. Juste un exemple, la vision du monde peut vite être faussée. J'ai cru longtemps que j'arriverais pas à faire les